Have you ever caught yourself glancing at the clock at the exact same time every day? Or maybe you've noticed the same number popping up on license plates, receipts, or even in your dreams. Most people chalk it up to coincidence. But if you found your way here, chances are you believe there's something more something waiting to be understood. Yes, we're talking about simple numbers. But in C, these numbers could shift the course of your financial destiny. Not for everyone, just for those who know how to align their energy with the right frequency in everyday life. For centuries, Buddhist teachings have reminded us, energy flows where awareness goes. The universe doesn't shout, it doesn't send loud messages. Instead, it whispers, it leaves signs, it communicates in patterns and subtle nudges. And right now, those nudges are becoming more obvious than ever. All over the world, people are reporting spontaneous blessings, unexpected cash, career breakthroughs, vivid dreams filled with hidden meaning, even strangers crossing paths at exactly the right moment. These moments aren't random. They are invitations, alignments, wake-up calls, and numbers? They're some of the most powerful signals of all. They're not just mathematical tools. We've known for centuries that numbers carry vibration, intention, and deep meaning. Rooted in the ancient wisdom of numerology and astrology, numbers have guided emperors, monks, visionaries, and modern-day entrepreneurs alike. They are the universal language of energy. And this month, they're speaking louder than ever to those who are ready to listen. So stay with me until the very end of this video, because I'll be revealing one rare bonus number, a divine frequency amplifier that has the power to supercharge your manifestation energy and activate the law of attraction in a way few people ever experience. But remember, this number only resonates with those who are conscious, grounded, and truly open to receive. So don't scroll past this message. Pause, breathe, align. Hit that like button, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and anchor your energy with this affirmation in the comments below. I am connected to the signs. I trust the path to abundance. Your energetic shift begins now. Let's dive in. Number 22. The energy of steady creation. Have you ever felt that moment when thinking just isn't enough anymore? When something inside you quietly whispers, it's time. Not rushed, not chaotic, but calm, clear, focused. That's the unique power behind the number 22. It's not a number that screams for attention. It's a number that silently builds empires. In spiritual numerology, 22 is known as the master architect. While some numbers bring emotional highs or bursts of inspiration, 22 is the one that rolls up its sleeves and says, "Let's make this real." It's not about dreaming anymore, it's about doing. And June 2025 is vibrating with this exact energy. It's no longer about waiting for the stars to align. This is your cosmic green light to bring your visions into form, one thoughtful action at a time. The magic of 22 lies in its discipline. It doesn't ask you to rush or leap. It asks you to lay one stone, then another, until a path forms beneath your feet. Whether you're starting a new business, improving your health, deepening a relationship, or simply bringing more structure into your daily life, 22 provides the strength to commit, to stay consistent, to keep going even when progress is quiet and invisible to others. From a Buddhist perspective, this number embodies the principle of right effort, a sacred part of the Eightfold Path. Right effort isn't about forcing, it's about mindful, intentional work, carried out with presence and clarity. It's about showing up each day with purpose, knowing that what you're building will outlast momentary feelings or fleeting trends. And something beautiful happens when you tap into this grounded energy. People begin to notice not your words, but your presence, your reliability, your focus, the way you lead without needing to command. That's because 22 allows you to lead by example, rooted in both compassion and discipline. And when your work serves more than just yourself, when it contributes to something greater, that's when the energy of this number becomes truly transformational. So, if your dreams have been trapped in your mind and scribbled in journals or buried under procrastination, this is the moment. June 2025 won't push you, but it will support you if you choose to move. Not with giant leaps, but with steady steps. This isn't about instant success or flashy results. It's about building a foundation so solid your future can stand strong on it, no matter what comes your way. So take the first step. However small, however uncertain, do it with intention and trust that the universe is walking beside you, brick by brick, moment by moment. Now, let's talk about a number that doesn't chase attention, but always captures it when you're paying close enough attention. The number 11 doesn't scream for recognition. It hums. It gently vibrates beneath the noise of everyday life, soft, steady, and unmistakably meaningful when you're still enough to feel it. At first glance, it's just two ones standing together, but spiritually, 11 is a bridge, a mirror, a spiritual tuning fork that vibrates at a higher frequency, one that's closely tied to intuition, enlightenment, and your inner voice. And in this transformative month of June 2025, the energy around 11 is magnified like never before. Not in explosive events, but in quiet breakthroughs, in silent awakenings. In the teachings of Buddhism, the most profound truths are often found in silence, not in chaos, not in noise, but in stillness. And the number 11 holds that same sacred stillness. It's known as a master number, a rare energetic code that doesn't just guide you. It awakens. It opens a doorway to deeper awareness, not by changing the world around you, but by sharpening your ability to perceive it. You may begin to notice subtle shifts. Seeing 111 on your phone when you randomly check the time, thinking of someone just moments before they call, or feeling an unshakable pull towards something that logically doesn't make sense, but feels absolutely right. These aren't strange coincidences. They are spiritual whispers, signs that you're syncing with a higher rhythm. Right now, 11 is calling you to trust that rhythm, to lean into your gut feelings instead of overanalyzing, to follow that creative urge, that inspired idea, that quiet inner nudge, even if no one else understands it yet. This is your inner guidance system sharpening, your intuition leveling up, the voice that doesn't shout, but knows, and it's growing louder. This month, 11 also symbolizes a deeper connection with your higher self, that part of you that sees beyond limitations, beyond fear, and beyond momentary confusion. You may find yourself more sensitive than usual, more emotionally attuned, more open to signs, energies, and emotions. That's not a distraction, that's alignment. That's your soul tuning itself to a new frequency. So this month, I invite you to pause and reflect. Watch for those quiet messages, those repeating numbers, that symbolic dream, or that passing comment that feels oddly timed. The number 11 doesn't push. It doesn't force. It offers a gentle doorway to walk through when you're ready. And if the same idea or number keeps crossing your path, listen. That's the universe offering a roadmap, and you only need the courage to follow it. If this message resonates with you, if you feel spiritually supported by the energy of this channel, consider contributing to Buddhism Trail by tapping the thanks button below. Even a contribution like $50 isn't just support, it's a ripple in the current of spiritual generosity. And as Buddhism teaches, when we give from the heart, the blessings often return in ways we never expect. Let's take a quiet breath together. Bring your attention to a number that might seem ordinary on the surface, but carries a depth most people never consider. Number 10. In everyday life, 10 shows up everywhere. 10 fingers, 10 toes, 10 out of 10. It's often seen as a mark of completion or perfection. But from a deeper, more mindful lens, especially through the teachings of Buddhist philosophy, 10 is far more than a finish line. It's a spiritual checkpoint, a bridge between who you were and who you're becoming. As we step into June 2025, the vibration of this number begins to echo louder. Not in chaos, but in stillness. You might not notice it in dramatic events, but you'll feel it in subtle moments. A quiet sense that something is shifting, that an invisible chapter in your life is gently coming to a close, and a new one is waiting to unfold. Not just in terms of money or success, but in inner clarity and purpose. Think about your recent journey. Have you been working in silence, healing in private, staying committed, even when there was no applause, no obvious progress, no guarantees? That quiet persistence you've shown, the emotional endurance, the late-night thoughts, the faith you held when no one was watching, that is the energy the universe responds to. And through the essence of 10, the message is becoming clear. You didn't endure all that for nothing. You're ready. In Buddhism, we're taught to see life as a wheel, a never-ending flow of growth, setbacks, lessons, and renewal. 10 represents the closing of one full rotation on that wheel. But don't think of it as an end. Think of it as the exhale before a new breath, the moment before sunrise, the silence just before the breakthrough. Everything you've weathered, the uncertainty, the self-doubt, the sacrifices, has shaped a new version of you. One that's no longer hoping for the right moment, but becoming the right moment. That's the beauty of 10. It doesn't force, it doesn't rush, it gently invites. It opens a space for reflection and realignment. It's that moment when you realize you've outgrown the old version of yourself, and it's finally safe to step into the new one. The number 10 doesn't demand dramatic action. It simply asks you to be present, to feel the shift, to walk forward with intention, not urgency. As the Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." The energy of 10 reminds us that the world is changing, and you are a part of it. Every ending was just training. Every delay was preparation. Every no was redirecting you to a deeper yes. So ask yourself, from a calm place within, what chapter is gently closing in my life? What opportunity am I finally ready to embrace without delay? Because when you align with the spirit of 10, you stop chasing abundance and start walking in step with it. There are times in life when everything feels paused, like you're living the same day on repeat. Same thoughts, same emotions, same surroundings. You wake up and wonder, is this all there is? But then, without warning, something inside you stirs. A subtle nudge, a quiet push from the universe, and just like that, the stillness begins to shift. In the sacred cycle of energy, June 2025 carries the essence of the number 5, a number long honored in Buddhist tradition for its connection to movement, transformation, and awakening. Think of 5 as a breeze gently rustling through a closed room. You didn't realize how stale the air had become until you felt that wind. It doesn't ask for permission, it just enters and starts stirring what's been settled. That's what 5 brings: momentum, motion, the spark that breaks monotony and brings you back to life. You may begin to notice the signs: plans changing, doors opening where there used to be walls, a new opportunity that challenges you to move not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Emotions surfacing without warning. A sudden craving to explore something completely new. These aren't disruptions, they're redirections. And 5 doesn't only call for physical movement, it invites an inner shift too. It might mean going somewhere new in your own neighborhood, reading something that sparks unexpected insight, reflecting on your habits with fresh, honest eyes. It's about rediscovering what makes you feel alive again. Yes, embracing this energy might bring a little mess. Things may get unpredictable. But in that dance of uncertainty, real transformation begins. Like waves reshaping the shore, your life starts to take a new form, not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. So, as June unfolds, allow the number 5 to lead you. Let it guide you into unfamiliar territory. Not to get lost, but to finally be found. Let it show you the unknown is not to be feared, but embraced. And if this message speaks to your heart, if you feel this awakening stirring within, consider supporting the energy of this movement. You can click the thanks button below and contribute to the growth of Buddhism Trail. Even a heartfelt offering like $150 can be your way of saying yes to spiritual flow. In Buddhist wisdom, every act of giving is a seed of future abundance, and as we give, so too do we receive tenfold. Number 3. The frequency of joyful expression and inner light. Picture this. You're walking alone, no destination in mind. Maybe you're in a quiet park, or just pacing around your room, lost in thought. And then it hits you. A song you used to love, a random childhood memory, or maybe an idea that lights you up from the inside. Had it been sitting quietly in the corner of your mind for weeks? That sudden spark, that nudge to create, to speak, to just be, that's the vibration of number 3, awakening inside you. This isn't just a number, it's a pulse from the universe, a rhythm of self-expression, lightheartedness, and emotional clarity. Where other numbers push us towards structure or challenge, 3 invites us to breathe. It gently says, let's be artful again. In June 2025, the energy of this number becomes a beacon for those who've been feeling creatively stifled, emotionally drained, or disconnected from their true voice. It's like life is quietly reminding you, you don't have to suppress your spark to survive this world. You were made to shine boldly, but simply. And no, this doesn't mean starting a YouTube channel or publishing a novel tomorrow, though you might. It's more about rediscovering the courage to share your truth, your humor, your quirks, without fear of how polished, liked, or perfect it seems. Ask yourself, when was the last time you spoke your truth, even when your voice trembled? When did you last dance in your kitchen, just because the music moved you? Number 3 says, do more of that. Start small. Journal your uncensored thoughts. Send a voice note to a friend where you're not pretending you're okay. Draw, paint, sing in the shower, laugh at your own jokes. Post something online that reflects the real you, not the version you think will get the most likes. Because here's the secret. The moment you stop editing your soul to fit into someone else's frame, the universe starts responding. You become magnetic, not because you're trying, but because you're aligned. And in this month of transformation, you might notice something unexpected. New people entering your life. Not the loud ones, not the show-offs, but people who feel familiar, like you've known them for lifetimes. They won't just hear you, they'll see you. These are the connections that don't demand effort. They flow naturally, easily, and they leave you feeling whole. 3 is also the number of joy. Real, belly-aching, soul-cleansing joy, that feeling you forgot about because life got too serious too fast. So let yourself laugh this month. Let yourself play, even if it feels silly, unproductive, or out of your comfort zone. That's exactly why it matters. Joy is healing. Expression is power. And silence, when it's filled with unspoken emotions, becomes heavy. But number 3, it's here to lift that weight. To remind you, you don't need permission to be yourself. You don't have to wait until everything makes sense. You just need to begin. So if you've been waiting for the right time to speak up, to start something fun, to revisit that dream you set aside, consider this your green light. Let this energy guide you back to your passions, your humor, your truth. Number 3 isn't demanding. It won't push you. It'll simply sit beside you and whisper, let's color outside the lines today. And don't go anywhere, because at the end of this journey, a bonus number is waiting for you, one that whispers powerfully, especially when it comes to attracting abundance and spiritual wealth. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by how fast life moves? As if everything is spinning around you, leaving you off balance and unsure where to step next? In moments like these, what we really need isn't more distractions or noise, but a solid center. A calm, steady presence to lean on. Surprisingly, that strength might be hidden in a simple yet powerful number you may have overlooked. But 44 isn't just any number. In spiritual numerology, it's often called the master anchor, a symbol of deep resilience, harmony, and focused determination. Think of it like the roots of an ancient tree, deeply embedded in the earth, unshaken by storms, but flexible enough to bend when needed. When this number shows up, it invites you to cultivate patience, perseverance, and discipline, qualities that transform life's chaos into clear, steady progress. As we move through June 2025, 44 takes on a meaning beyond coincidence. It becomes a compass, guiding you toward building a strong, lasting foundation. This isn't about chasing quick wins or lucky breaks. It's about steady, intentional growth. 44 asks you to nurture your inner strength, to approach your goals with calm confidence and persistent effort. Life can often throw curveballs, but 44 reminds us that true success comes from consistent steps taken with purpose, not from rushing after fleeting opportunities. This wisdom aligns deeply with Buddhist philosophy. Awakening isn't a sudden event. It's a slow, mindful path, requiring patience and disciplined practice. 44 embodies this journey, encouraging you to stay grounded, even when the path feels long and challenging. Real transformation is crafted through small, intentional actions. Sudden leaps start by shifting your mindset. So don't treat 44 as something distant or mystical. Instead, see it as a gentle reminder from the universe, a call to keep moving forward, keep rebuilding, and trust the strength already within you. When challenges arise, ask yourself, how would my most grounded, resilient self respond? How can I embody the steady energy of 44 in my actions today? Let 44 be your rock this month. Remember, lasting abundance and personal growth don't happen overnight. They unfold through patience, commitment, and deep inner power. If this message resonates with you, share your energy by commenting below. I am grounded, strong, and open to lasting abundance. While you're here, please like this video, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and share it with anyone who could use a steady guide on their path. 44 is much more than just a number. It's a symbol of your unfolding strength and your unwavering spirit. Stay rooted, stay steady, keep building your future. I'll see you in the next.